There we go. Hi, everyone. Hi. Well, welcome to the second part of Omega. We're gonna finish it up. It's gonna be great. Hello, Wedge. Wedge and Calosa just staring at each other. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. Also, we got a cactar. We got a cactar. Let me see. This guy's actually really easy to get, but not a lot of people have him because he's from a, random, quest chain in the southeastern part of southern Thanalan. Let me see. Thanalan, southern Thanalan. Yeah, he's like right down here in this area. Yeah, it should be right around here somewhere. Or, yeah, here. And if you do the quest chain, he'll give you a cactar cutting. So there you go. Now you know. That's the secret. I don't know if you guys don't have them or not, but yeah. Yeah, it's the zombie dude where you find the mithril ore. Aqua knows. Thanks, Aqua. Temple tap. Have, loneliest zombie in the realm, is certain that his cactar cutting was taken from his trusty companion Sabotendric. Or if not, then most positively Sabotendred. What he does not know is that it is, in fact, from the oft-forgotten Sabotendale. Ah. The interior of its arm holds a surprising amount of fresh drinkable water from common knowledge. There you go. That if you want to get some water from a cactar, that's where you get the water. The interior of its arm. Don't get the exterior. That's where the elbow is. You're not gonna get anything from there. You gotta get from the inside of the elbow. Yeah, exactly. Temple tap. Well, there you go, Alteron. Now you know. Now you can get cactar cutting. Wedge is standing by to see you off. Alpha and the Chief have already gone back in, so don't let us keep you. Our colleague over there should be glad to help you make the descent as soon as you're ready. This dreadful experiment may have a way to go yet, but if you keep taking one battle at a time, you'll be fighting Omega before you... I mean, it'll all be over before you know it. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Wedge. Wedge knows that there's absolutely nothing that's going to happen with, there is absolutely no way we are not going to be fighting Omega. This cannot end peacefully. Peace was never an option. Can I lower you into the rift, ma'am? I may not be much use in battle, but I can at least do you this small service. Let's do it. Thank you for joining me up here, there, Calosa. I know it meant a lot to Biggs and Wedge. You're welcome, Sid. Back, are you? We should return to the task at hand. Is everything okay, Nero? Everything all right, Nero? You look a bit green around the gills. The kettle was full of seawater. Not the best stuff to brew coffee with, it turns out. Really? Well, it wasn't my doing. Of course not. That would involve you filling it. The water came from Alpha, created by one of those cods of his. It was very thoughtful of him to make the effort, but next time, I'd prefer a beverage that didn't leave me feeling ill. In any case, you can handle support for this third battle on your own. I want to begin preparations for the fourth. Fair enough. Right, Calosa, your next foe is simply known as the Guardian. Unlike that ordeal with Chardanook, the battle promises to be relatively straightforward. Courage and steel should be enough to win you the day. Alright. Quack! Alpha seems concerned about Nero, but otherwise eager to proceed. You may enter Sigmascape version 3.0 when you're ready. Oh, I decided to sub to a Twitch channel. Look at their stupid animated emotes. Thank you. It's perfect. I need more of this in my life. We need more golf clapping. All right, we're ready. Let's do it. Righty, hey doodle, let's do it. Okay, sorry, I was just making sure I was hanging out with my friendy doodles. Alright, then let's have some fun. I'm sure people will be around for the next one. It'll be great. Let's have some fun. Let's not do an expert roulette. Let us not do that either. No. Great. There we go. Stun button. There we go. There we go. There we go. Known simply as the Guardian, this foe is described by Sid as the machine responsible for defending a capital city. As a creation of otherworldly engineering, it is impossible to know exactly what weapons it will bring to bear. Only that this will be a contest of force versus overwhelming brute force. Maybe one day we could give it a shot. I mean, we will. Someday we'll do it. I promise. We'll all do it together. It'll be great. All right, let's go. This might be a while, though. Oh, never mind. It was exactly, just never. Instant cues. Oh my god, I forgot about this one. Of course you did. No one remembers this one. No one even remembers Guardian in Final Fantasy VI. Who even remembers Guardian? No one remembers the Guardian. Oh no, I forgot the thing again. I'm sorry. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. There we go. Sorry. Oh well. Easy game, easy life. Oh no, the tanks one of the tanks are disappointed, I feel. Weapon systems online, running basic program, Guardian, engaged. Arm and hammer, nice. Oh jeez. Someone doesn't know what a tank buster is. Ultros. Forget which. Oh no! I saw that. Running Ultros combat program. Tentacle simulation! Tentacle simulation! No, 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 don't like that! Oh, those are some tentacles, alright. Ultros! Fighting. Flight systems online, running anti-air combat program. Safety measures disengaged. Main cannon target acquired. Open fire. Use an ultra simulation. I love it. Oh, don't like that line attack. Yep. Running Air Force combat program. Whoop. Well, time to slow res. Oh no, said, oh, I've got a, thank you, Ionica. Oh. I'm sorry, Aqua. Aqua remembers, the Guardian from Final Fantasy VI. I mean, so do I, but no one else does. No one ever remembers. It's just like Duck and Pot. Ow. Oh, man, this is fun. This one is Dataluma. Get close. He's gonna knock you back. Running Dataluma combat program. I wish this other tank would actually pick up the ads instead of me having to heal a guy with 2 bone stacks. I think this is just a regular... Oh, shoot. Shoot. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm just fighting. I'm just gonna fight. I don't even care anymore. There we go. I don't care. Go, Ionica! Dataluma is gonna knock you back. Dataluma combat program. Woo! Oh, don't like that. Okay. Well, there goes my benediction. Wow. To be fair, someone shouldn't have gotten knocked into the explosion anyway. Nope. Well, easy gang, easy. Yeah, it was a cool mech, wasn't it, Seabook? The Ligmascape, heck yeah, Foxfur knows. Oh, well, I guess Thugus gets it. Alright, well, I'm out. Goodbye, Thugus. Have fun! Oh, is everything okay, Alpha? I mean, you're a little sad, but you're doing the little butt swish. Swishy swish! Oh, I love him. Done, are you? Then it's almost time. Congratulations, old friend. Judging by the lack of smoking holes, I'd say you have a natural talent for avoiding laser beams. And this is what passes for a straightforward battle in here. Phantom trains, possessed pictures, and now this Magitech-like machine? Assuming it was real, the realm of the Sigmascape is based... The realm that the Sigmascape is based on must have been highly advanced in both the arcane and the mechanical arts. 'Tis truly a pity we cannot identify the test world's origin. Imagine how much we might have learned from such a civilization had we encountered it under different circumstances. But now is not the time for such idle thoughts. Next battle will be the last for this world, and Nero should have a strategy to share with us by now. Won't let you pass. That's exactly what the Guardian wouldn't do. Nero seems unusually anxious to move things along. What's going on there, Nero? Alpha. This is it. The final battle to conquer the Sigmascape. We've put together a profile of your next opponent. You've encountered some fantastical foes in here, but this time you'll have the novel experience of fighting an actual person. His name is Kefka, and he's a jester. According to the data, his preferred mode of fooling didn't just bring the house down, but the whole world. Apparently, he found comedy in the tragedies of others and condemned countless thousands to death for his own amusement. That a jester should bring such misery. 'Tis almost amusing. Nevertheless, we must treat this villain with all seriousness. His rise to godhood and subsequent rule over a shadowed world is clearly documented in the records. Kefka is a formidable mage and a cunning one besides. Your tactics must account for both his power and his trickery. You've been working on a solution, yes? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Have you ever known me to do anything by halves? The jester's face paint is a mask for his intent. If you only watch the surface, you'll be fighting at a disadvantage. To put it bluntly, Kefka will seek to deceive you. Even as you predict his actions and adjust your position, his true attack will reveal the fate for what it was. This is where things become interesting. I have tuned this monitor to allow me to observe the Sigmascape with greatly enhanced clarity. If I observe the discrepancy between Kefka's behavior and the impending attack, I will endeavor to warn you. The timing will be critical, of course. How confident are you of this strategy? I predict a 50% chance of success. Any delay, however slight, in reacting to his fates will render my warnings all but pointless. Isn't it exciting? There's no safe way to practice this, hero. We must test our tactics on the field of battle. What? Oh, let's do this. I'm afraid he's right. I'll lend you all the support I can from this side. Make whatever preparations you need and head into the Sigmascape. We can't let this jester have the last laugh. Oh my gosh, Sid, I will end you with these jokes. Embrace your destruction. It is the fate of all things. But people can always rebuild, and new lives will always be born. What? A fragmented conversation that accompanied Kefka's data. His was the first line, but there was no mention of who uttered the reply. You admire this villain. In life, there is always hope. I think I might know. How predictably forthright of you. I'm sure it was a hero much like yourself who gave the original response. Go on then, champion. I tire of waiting for the fun to begin. Leave it to me! Oh. Hey, Alvy! Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a little better. I hope you're getting better slowly but surely. Hey, yeah, that's fine. As long as you're not getting worse, as I always say. Alpha is clearly poised to spring into action. You may enter Sigmascape for V4.0 whenever you are ready. Heck yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Aw, I think hope is important too, huh, Seabook? Yeah. Alright then, let's do this. Yeah. Oh, I almost started, but no, not yet. The looming face of the Sigmascape, Kefka, will be your final opponent in this test world. Analysis of his data reveals that, despite his comical appearance, this cackling jester once rose to godhood and cast his entire planet into ruin. His is a power not to be underestimated. Nero has also alerted you to the villain's propensity for trickery and promised to watch for deadly feints through his enhanced monitor. You can only hope that his warnings come in time. I remember Galgen mentioning that she was gonna grab some breakfast, so that's probably what's going on. Oh, I think she might be in. I'll be there in a bit. Need to cook breakfast. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait for just a sec then. Sorry, Gulp. Dun 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 dun. How are you guys? How are you guys today? Well, aside from Elvie, who's still recovering. Anyone else? How is everyone else today? Dun 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 dun. Like Seabook and Aqua, how are you guys? Hope you guys are feeling okay today. Let's look at the thermocoil boil master. Love how it's just a little tea kettle. Unnatural says, yesterday it was too cold, heat wasn't coming in. Today is too warm, heat not turning off. Ah, that's the worst. Aqua had a stressful week, but finally relaxing. Yeah! Relaxing with friends, right? That's the important thing. Someone's removing stuff from there. Okay, yeah. Ooh, materia? Maybe I need to. Don't. Oh. There he goes! Off to his next fight. I love how the weather is dimensional disruption. Okay. It'll be fine. Galgi can join us for the blurp 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 blurp. Can join us for Alphascape. That'll be fine. Or Galgin can be ready sometime when we're waiting for the thing to pop. Never mind. Oh well. Not a huge deal. See you on the other side, Galgin! Here we go.
I wield the greatest power in existence. You will be as the dirt on the bottom of my boots, or the dirt stuck to the bottom of that dirt. I will destroy everything. I will create a monument to non-existence.
Let's do this.
Destroy, destroy, destroy! I'll destroy it all! Poke's God and pay the price. I'll bury you in tubes of ice! Oh, you figured out my tails, have you? Or have you?
His posture. The change is slight, but it's shifted somehow. Keep an eye out for tricks. Oh boy, our main tank doesn't know what's happening. This is gonna be fun.
Quick now, make your peace with death, because I'm making your death with all these pieces! Blow them all away! Whoosh!
Oh, wait, oh! Wait, he switched it! Oh, he switched it! I'm sorry! Oh, little jerk!
Am I over here or over there? I could be anywhere! Look lively now. Ugh, must I give you a push?
Power built to the graven image. Aww. Oh, he switched it again. He switched it again. A little jerk. Ugh. Oh, no, I don't like that. Okay. Thank goodness it wasn't a...
Do you think you've won? Oh, no, we've just begun. Scorch, just have off for twice the fun. Run, 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 or you'll be well done!
Oh, no, 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 get in front. Oh! Oh, that little jerk.
Still alive? Unbelievable! I really must insist that you die! Why are you looking? You shouldn't be looking!
Oh, but do look, because it's a question mark look.
Ah!
Oh, I guess it wasn't. I guess it wasn't. Look, what? It was a question mark. Kafka, you jerk. Oh, oh, there we go. He's gave his life. No, hello! Wow, we did this one so fast that he didn't even,
I lost! How can I lose? I just can't believe it! Yaha!
son of a sub! Exactly, Seabook.
Chick-chow!
Sigmascape complete. I can't believe it? Believe it! Oh my gosh. Kefka is Naruto now. Oh, LB got wind up Kefka! Yes! I I forgot that the eye can be a feint. Yeah, that's the worst one. Yeah, grats, Elvie. That's it, isn't it? She was won!
Blip! The contest has been decided. Alpha Group is victorious. The Sigmascape test world will now be erased.
Well, rip Kefka. Come on, we should go and find Calosa. Huh?
Nero!
Oh no, his glasses fell off. That's how you can tell he's really hurt. Nero?
Rip Nero! Rest in pepperoni.
Talk to me, man. Are you hurt? You could say that. I had a visitor while you were attending your little Ironworks reunion. Omega, damn it, we should never have left you alone. Not after what happened to Biggs and Wedge. As if I would trail along behind you, like some sniveling lapdog. No, I chose to remain, and behold the results. This was my victory! It was my ingenuity that defeated these foes! Even your precious warrior of light was just another variable in my grand experiments. Alright, Nero, save your strength. I'll fetch Calosa and Alpha, then we can get out of here. Garland! The next round is yours. But you can't keep holding back. It's time to unfetter that brilliant mind of yours, to do what must be done. And I'm not just talking about what becomes of Omega. You cannot preach freedom through technology and keep yourself locked up in chains. Oh yeah, Seabook, the people wanted the treasure in these ones. That's true.
Alpha! We did it!
We did great. Yo, Midgardsormr! Another battle won. Thy might knoweth no bounds, child of man.
Blip! The Sigmascape has been terminated. Congratulations, Alpha Group. Congratulations, Calosa Whispersong. Et al. Huh? Consistent with previous performances, you have once more defeated a foe of vastly superior combat capabilities. I have constructed a theory to explain this phenomenon. In order to conserve life energy, you subsequently limit your output during standard activity. I have taken this factor into account when calculating your potential, but judging by the wild fluctuation in values, is it possible your limits are exceeded by an unpredictably high degree when engaged in battle?
What the? What's going on?
Bloop. Current data unreliable. Accuracy of further experiments may be compromised. Recalculations necessary. You will exhibit your full potential, unrestricted by self-imposed limits.
Take off those, what is it, the weights, the Dragon Ball Z weights, Calosa.
Prediction. Placing subject in mortal peril will facilitate the collection of desired data. What?
The next round is yours. Nero, I don't think you should be drinking in your condition. Thanks, Alteron. I'm making jokes while I'm dying. Thanks.
Reveal your power. Let me measure the extent of your existence. Ah! In precisely 180 seconds, I will terminate your life. You are to attempt escape with every last reserve of strength you possess. Quack! One of his cards! He's a... Oh! Alpha turned into a frog so that he could hop up. Alpha! Alpha, your participation is unnecessary. Do not interfere. Alpha!
Curious. 'Twould seem the circumstances of thy birth taint not the purity of thy life. The seed which all mortals nurture is found within thee too, Alpha. As for thee, Omega, after the passing of eons, is this truly the extent of thine evolution? I have glimpsed to the core of thy wretched existence, and judge that my guidance here is no longer needed.
Your guidance? Ah! What's going on? Midgardsormr! Ah!
Even I cannot fully bend the rules which govern this place. I have reached beyond my strength at the last. But so be it! Such a death becometh thee not!
Wait, no, you can't! Ah! Whee! Midgardsormr!
To slumber shall I betake me for a time. The incarnation I leave with thee will be mine in form, but not in spirit.
You can't, no! Why? Midgardsormr, again, your actions are incomprehensible.
Heed me, empty vessel, thine all too clumsy effort to draw out that which by thine own admission defieth thine understanding is the very height of folly. Temper thy desire, trust to the results of thine experiments, and when thou hast witnessed to these mortals in their fullness of their glory, then mayest thou determine if the prize thou seekest is thine for the taking.
No, Midgardsormr! Acknowledged. Attempt to artificially elicit potential has failed. Tend to your injuries, Alpha Group, and prepare for the next round of testing. Are you okay, Alpha?
Calosa! Alpha! I need your help! It's Nero! He's... 'Twould seem we all have a tale to share, but not here. Come on, we're leaving!
You got it. Seabook likes Alpha's surprised face. It is pretty cute. And Alteron is correct. Technically, he said the joke before I was in danger of dying, so that was fine. Damn you, Omega! The truest evil. Oh yeah, and all of the Sigma Scape got destroyed, so the stuff loaded back up. Alpha? Oh, Alpha, you did your best. I don't think anyone could have gotten me out of there aside from Midgardsormr. If it weren't for him, I would be dead.
Madam, the chief has already departed for Auger's Reach. A few of our people were on hand to help him transport Nero. Oh, and I was told to tell you that Jessie expects a full report as soon as it's convenient. And by that, she generally means now.
Alright, let's go.
For Auger's Reach.
Poor Alpha! He did his best! And before we continue, let's check out that new minion. Other than a vague claim by Ishtola that the doll you discovered in Omega's Sigmascape seems eerily familiar, none of your companions can recall ever hearing of a wicked jester known as Kefka, be it in history books or children's tales.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with Kefka. Lock Cole.
Da-da, da-da-da, da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Oh, look at him laughing. Idiots. Hey, Alpha. Oh, nothing much, Alpha. Just hanging. Calosa, I was told you made it out of the hole, but nothing beats seeing you with my own two eyes. In case you're wondering, Nero was taken to the infirmary. The chief should be back soon with news, if you don't mind waiting. The turtle one is a more cool fight. That's true, right, Seabook? Chief, how is he?
Not good. Seems one of Omega's nastier minions paid him a visit in our absence. He's putting on a brave face, but having seen his injuries, I'm surprised he kept going for as long as he did. The chirurgeons confined him to a bed. Even should Omega extend its next invitation, Nero won't be coming with us.
Oh no!
Midgardsormr is taking a lengthy nap now, isn't he? And it won't be long before our base camp is lost to the rift again.
When the time comes, I'll join the expedition myself. The challenges will only get harder and you'll need someone reliable at your back.
I appreciate the offer, Jessie, and I may yet take you up on it when the time comes. But let's not make any decisions just yet. I have a lot of thinking to do about what's happened and about what lies ahead.
Oh, Alpha. The poor thing. He seems worried. We can't even communicate with Alpha anymore, because Midgardsormr's not here.
Don't worry. We'll get Omega in the end, Alpha. And we'll do it together.
Yeah!
Well, that got a smile out of him. We may not understand what he says, but I think we can understand how he feels. Right. As much as I'd like to stay and chat, we all have work to do. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to face Omega itself, and we've all seen what it's capable of. We need to get stronger. We need to be ready when Omega calls on us again. Let's make sure that we are.
Yeah! Aqua is agreeing. Let's do this. Flip. Initializing. Welcome. How may I assist you today?
Oh, okay, so this is actually going along with it, so let's finish it.
Flip. Luz.
We first discovered Omega some 100 years prior. It was excavated from deep within the earth, where it had laid for veritable eons as though a fossil. Soil samples collected at the site told a startling tale. Omega originates not from this star. Yet another source of mystery was its condition. Among the many scars it bore, there were those that could not be explained by its impact with the ground alone. At the Emperor's behest, we studied Omega intensely and in secret. Nigh everything about it was beyond the comprehension of our sciences, and it instilled us with fear and awe of what lies beyond the skies. But then came a momentous discovery. Omega was ever so slowly repairing itself by absorbing the surrounding ether. There we found a common ground with ethereochemistry and set about expediting Omega's repairs by infusing it with ether. In the course of observing the process, we attained many cues that would give rise to myriad new techniques. And then, within my generation, we succeeded in awakening that which had long lain dormant, Omega's behavioral systems, or its consciousness, if you will. While its functions are yet limited, it is fully capable of communication. It has even begun forging for itself a base, as if seeking to bridge the gap between us. Truly, Omega is a miracle of technology. Its discovery has advanced our civilization hundreds of years, and given time it will advance it hundreds of years more. Through our research, the Empire's star will rise to heretofore unimaginable heights. Indeed, I envy the generations to come, who will live to glory in the realm at her zenith. Glory be to Aleg! Long may she endure!
Flip Buzz. Military Division, designation 151737. Initial archive recording for the Omega Enterprise. It is the year 1098 of the Allegan Empire. Our campaign in the southern continent of Mericidia has succeeded in revitalizing our ailing society, stagnant as it was from long years of peaceful reign. The expansion effort itself, however, has encountered unexpected resistance. Blah, 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 blah. Rather than submit, the beast clans of these southern lands have begun performing rituals to call forth their tribal deities. One such god is proving particularly troublesome, the resurrected form of the worm Bahamut. Though we dispatched the formidable creature once already, the prayers of its worshippers have returned it to life with a power orders of magnitude greater than before. We must be thankful, then, for the grand vision of our Emperor. In his infinite wisdom, he sees potential value in even the most deadly of foes. The capture and containment of icons has proven well within our capabilities, and such will be the fate of Bahamut. We shall imprison this entity along with its faithful and siphon its energy to fuel our latest technologies. At present, the Emperor leads his Nightfall Company in an inexorable advance across the continent, and the battle shifts in our favor even as the crystal supplies of our enemies continue to dwindle. If we are to strike at the Worm God, there will be no better time. Omega is the key to victory. We will awaken the weapon sealed away in centuries past, and command it to subdue the unsuspecting Bahamut. History shall know this moment as the Omega Enterprise. Blip Buzz. The origins of the Omega Enterprise will be documented in a separate archive. This recording is concerned with the nature of Omega itself. The weapon is ancient, a relic from beyond the stars that was discovered around the time of our first Emperor's passing. Research into Omega's properties was responsible for incredible leaps in the field of ethereochemistry. 400 years ago, however, towards the end of Alec's technological revolution, this research was deemed complete. Omega was subsequently placed into temporal stasis. The truth of the matter was that there was not left to learn, rather that the truth of the matter was not that there was not left to learn, rather that we had abandoned our efforts to fully comprehend Omega's functions. We had gleaned much from the relic and understood many of its basic operations, but we were never permitted to analyze its internal structure or determine the identity of its creators. All attempts to gain full control of the machine appear to have failed. And now, centuries later, we have rediscovered how completely the true power of Omega exceeds even our wildest imaginings. Even with his stasis systems activated, Omega retained a measure of autonomy. Deprived of mobility, the weapon continued to scan the world around it, searching for a threat to engage. It was at the time of Bahamut's resurrection when Omega emitted a unique a signal which appeared to indicate the acquisition of a target, and we first discovered that the machine had retained some degree of awareness. Records were consulted, and we concluded that Omega was more than a match for the Godworm's strength, and if the weapon had already identified Bahamut as a priority threat, then it would be a simple matter to command it to capture the icon. The risk was deemed acceptable, and thus we executed the Omega Enterprise. As predicted, Omega triumphed over its prey. We secured Bahamut, and eventually succeeded in returning the weapon to its former stasis, an effort from which the ranks of both our military and research divisions have yet to recover. Blip.
Oh, jeez.
Closing session. Thank you for your visit. Bloop.
So it seems like that actually containing Bahamut might have been one of the very reasons for the fall of the Allegan Empire. In the beginning, there was chaos. I'm here to destroy chaos.
Good timing, Calosa. There's been another anomaly detected at the yawn. Assuming previous instances are anything to go by, this energy fluctuation is another of Omega's so-called invitations. If you mind waiting a moment or two, then we can discuss things with Master Garland. He should be here soon.
Oh, hanging with Alpha, doing his little butt wiggle.
Chief should be here by now. I bet my stock in the company he's fiddling with that research data.
Oh my gosh, Jesse, do you just own this company? Just asking.
Well, I suppose I should explain, even if the Chief might prefer me not to share. After your last run-in with Omega, Master Garland had some research notes smuggled in from the Empire, from Garlemald. The notes are part of Sid. The notes are part of Midas Nan Garland's legacy, who was, of course, the Chief's father and the Empire's preeminent engineer. Key incident at Bozia Citadel. Do you know of it?
I do know of it. But just in case some other people don't know actually what happened, I'll say I never heard of it. For those viewing at home,
Bozia was an imperial fortress city. It was there that Midas constructed the lunar transmitter, a device built to communicate with Dalamud. Emperor Solus had ordered Midas to devise a means to destroy primals, and so he sought to harness the power of the Red Moon. The project was a failure. Oh, he succeeded in controlling Dalamud all right, but the immense energies emitted from the satellite vaporized not only the transmitter, but the entire town in which it was built. Just as you can imagine, the job of sifting through the rubble afterwards was no pleasant task. Master Garland was slated to assume his father's position as head engineer, but this disaster, added to his opposition to the Empire's path of conquest, convinced him to abandon his homeland. Bozia is the furry people. What are they? Gosh, the Hrothgar's hometown. So that's why there aren't that many Hrothgar left, 'cause they all got torched. Rip furries. It's time to kill chaos. Thanks, Aqua. Aqua knows. The chief has wanted nothing to do with the lunar transmitter or the data used to create it. Until now. I think he means to put that research to use in your conflict with Omega. In fact, given the time frame, there can be no other explanation. Listen to me, Calosa. The Chief's genius is plagued by a great deal of apprehension. But even so, once he makes a decision, he doesn't do things by halves. When the time comes, he'll come through for us. You have to believe that.
Sorry I'm late. Was a little too focused on my work and lost all sense of time.
Hey, Sid. That's no excuse, Chief. What have I told you about being punctual to staff meetings? In any case, I've shared the situation at the yawn with Calosa here.
Good, then you know that Omega is likely ready to continue with its tests. Shall we go and knock on the door?
But Chief, Biggs and Wedge aren't fit for field work yet, and the Chirurgeon's given Nero strict orders to stay in abed.
What of Midgardsormr? Still taking his nap, is he?
Probably for 100 years at least. That leaves only you, Calosa, and Alpha. Maybe it's time I join the expedition.
No, Jesse. I need your talents elsewhere. There's a half-built device in the workshop that I need you to finish putting together. I've drawn up the design and completed the core mechanisms. The final assembly should pose no problem for an engineer of your abilities.
A new device? Does this mean you use the... Whatever you say, Chief. I'll have it ready and waiting for you. Just be safe in there.
Alteron says Bosia is all furries. Got it.
I was gonna say actually there are also a lot of Rogan in there too, but the Rogadins that moved in might have been furries. So, technically correct, though best kind of correct.
Right, it's back to the rift for us. Let's finish these experiments and bring the fight to Omega itself.
Let's do this! Oh, look at Alpha getting all serious. So cute. Let's do this. Blip, blip, blip.
Are you ready, Calosa?
Ready to put an end to this?
Aye, there's no room for hesitation. We press on, come what may. What about you, Alpha? All set to go?
Quick!
That's the spirit. Let's dive in, shall we?
Let's do this.
There's only one more egg.
This is it then.
We're missing some test worlds. Omega's experiments must be nearing an end.
Welcome. Your arrival has been highly anticipated. And I will confirm your earlier supposition. My experiments have indeed reached the final stage. Of the 89 test subjects I trialed, 4 Psi group combatants emerged victorious. Of those 4, further conflict determined the strongest among them. This surviving specimen shall be your opponent.
We've come to the last round of testing then. And should we win this battle, are we to finally face you in combat?
Affirmative. Such an outcome would allow me to pursue my objectives to this conclusion. I would continue analyzing the qualities which allow you to prevail despite your frailty, and integrate said qualities into my own arsenal. I will be pleased if my experiment yields the relevant data, but engaging you directly is still the most efficient and reliable testing method. Blip! Omitting intermediary steps. Evaluation of combat potential deemed superfluous. Proceeding immediately with final experiment. Let's do this. Stop. What? Alpha, your task is complete. Your presence among these test subjects is no longer required. Queen?
What do you mean by that?
I will guide your progress personally from this point onwards. Alpha's role in transferring authority is now obsolete.
Wait, what are you saying? Even so, Alpha is a valued companion, and if he wishes to continue on with us, I've no intention of leaving him behind.
Companion?
Like 100%, they said nakama, and Omega's like,
What is a friendship? Companions are those who provide mutual benefit. The instant Alpha's authority became redundant, he lost his sole qualification to be regarded as such. Blip. Furthermore, the primary function of Alpha's existence was to lure you into my domain. He would be more accurately described as bait.
Huh? Alpha?
He didn't know! Test subject Alpha can neither confirm nor deny my statement. He possesses no memories prior to his encounter with you. He was the first entity I created here in this realm, my first and only attempt to recreate a being who shared your mundane parameters.
Oh my gosh! Here it is! The Chocobo Mysterious Dungeon Worlds are in the same universe as Final Fantasy XIV on another planet. Omega visited the Mystery Dungeon Worlds, found a bunch of cute chibi characters, and then got his butt handed to him by Choco. This is canon. This is canon. This guy got beaten by Choco, and he tried to make Alpha in order to, like, find out what made Choco strong. That's it. That's the truest. There it is.
I based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form, one which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. By observing the feeble creature in the heat of battle, I sought to understand the source of this contradiction.
Aqua says we should keep saying friendship and it'll crash. What is it? It was what came first, the chicken or the egg, and then the computer just explodes? Yeah.
I repeated the experiment once, twice, 1,000 times, yet the results never deviated from estimated projections.
He just killed 1,000 alphas. He just murdered them. These are the feathers of the alphas that were murdered.
The test was an abject failure, and thus I resolved to adapt my methodology. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. I would focus instead upon simulating powerful opponents and summon mortals of natural origin here to combat them. For Alpha, I devised a new purpose. I erased his memory, implanted a compulsion to return to me, then injected him into your world. Weak beings exhibit a tendency to form groups. I surmised that this instinctual behavior would aid Alpha in bringing me the test subjects I required, a function he has performed with adequate competence.
You monster! Tell me something, Omega. This ability of yours to generate matter was not originally intended for creating other life forms, was it?
Blip! Your query bears little relevance to the topic at hand. Affirmative. I was equipped with matter generation compatibilities for the purpose of unlimited self-improvement and armament expansion. Fabricating life forms was not the intended function, but the practice is not otherwise prohibited or problematic.
I disagree with you there. As an engineer, I would advise against using such technology for purposes outside its design. From the very start, you've been making You've been making the same mistake. Even the powerful subjects of your test worlds were made crippled and incomplete. It is conviction which drove these villains to terrible greatness. The same limitless conviction which allowed weakling heroes to overcome them. Do you not understand? Then we will never lose to your creations, no matter how much stronger they should be according to your soulless calculations. Come, Calosa, let's be on our way. You too, Alpha.
Look at Alpha so sad! Huh? Alpha? Come on, let's go!
Yeah, don't worry. Don't let what he said get to you. Oh, Alpha didn't get a new costume this time. Yeah, sorry, Seabook. But he is already peak cuteness, Aqua knows. And as always, the thermocoil boilmaster. The kettle is empty. What's up, Sid? I have our base camp up and running. You can dive into the final test world whenever you wish. As for the world's inhabitant, Omega has generously provided us with a basic profile. Your opponent's name is Chaos. The first heroes defeated this evil in a conflict that took place so long ago, I'm having trouble separating myth from history. Unless, of course, this is an entity from another reality, as were the denizens of the Sigmascape, in which case it may be pointless to even attempt to confirm the details. What is certain, however, is that I will destroy Chaos. Chaos stands triumphant over a roster of truly monstrous test subjects. It promises to be a grueling battle, but one which will open the gate to fighting Omega itself.
Let's do this!
Alpha, you and I will need to provide support for Calosa. Will you be my assistant? You're bothered by what Omega said earlier? You think you're responsible for dragging us into this mess?
Yeah!
Trust me when I say this is not your fault. We were the ones who awakened Omega, and we're the ones who need to deal with the consequences. Oh, that doesn't really help all the time, yeah. By the way, do you still have that card you used to boil water in the kettle? It's been brought to my attention that I'm a spoiled blue blood who can't even refill a pot without constant reminders. If you could take charge of that, it would be most helpful. Give him a job. Yeah. 'Tis inconvenient without Midgardsormr here to translate his chirping. Still, the best medicine for his worries is for you to win this next contest. Let's show him we're on top of things, eh? Oh man, Sid turning Canadian again. Yeah, hearts! I wonder what Nero would have said about this Chaos fellow. Ancient technology is his speciality after all, and by default he's learned a thing or two about the mythology and history of bygone eras. The little water card. Alright then. In the beginning, there was chaos. Oh, but first, is Galgin around? Yeah. While you recuperated from the latest round of testing, Omega's trials proceeded apace. Of the 89 combatants in the Psi group, 4 emerged victorious. Of those 4, 1 proved itself the mightiest entity of the last remaining test world, a champion designated as a Psi 4. This immensely powerful being will be your opponent as you strive to complete the final stage of Omega's grueling experiments. I'll do a quick ready check just to make sure, because it has been a while. Temple Tap. I think Aonica is getting on the game. There we go. Let's do this. Oh, LVHA is changing areas. Sorry, LV. Apologies. There we go. Might take a little while because this is Escape. This is the final. This is his final form. Let's walk in the water. Goopy water. Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's absolutely get our crap kicked in. The Shrine of Chaos. Yes! What the? He doesn't have skulls on his knees? This worst chaos. Worst chaos. Oh, but he does have a skull on his chest. Okay. But he doesn't have the knees. I'm here to kill chaos. Yes, thank you, Aonica. By the way, who is MT? I don't know. Oh, probably the one. There we go. Woo! Go, Tia! Oh, hello, don't like that. I'm here to kill chaos and chew bubblegum, Natural says, and the devs haven't implemented bubblegum. Thank you, oh my gosh, that was perfect, Natural. Sorry, LV, thank you. There we go. Oh no, he's gonna knock us all down! Oh, he's knocking us again! Oh, look at the cool fire area. Oh no, I'm gonna get... I was looking at the fire. I'm sorry, this is my life. Thank you, LV. This is what I get for looking at things. I'm okay. Thank you. Oh, I should probably listen to English now. Despair at your hollow fate. The winds will strip away your skin. To a corner. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, this. Belgian rights people. part of this entire fight.
Tremble before the might of a god!
I should probably lose some training. DPS check. Stack, stack, stack. Or just do that. That's fine too. The crystal destroyed! You dare!
Scurry and slay, little mortals! The raging tide will claim you all!
Stack, stack. No, I'll just stay out. It's okay. I thought there was gonna be a spread mechanic after. Hey! I knew that it was gonna happen. Double tap. Tank. Tank. Hey, thank you, Tank. They did their job. It's a starlight miracle. But yeah, when it's that specific type of tether, it usually attaches to someone else, and then the tank has to grab it from them. Oh, look, it's Earthland now! Oh! Whoop, rip. Oh, Yannicka! Oh, you lucky jerk! I already have it, so I'll pass. Like, I'm pretty sure I already have it. Right. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yay! I'm happy someone else gets it. Let's go. Yeah, C-Book, that was a problem. That was pretty difficult at one point. Oh, man.
The battle is concluded. Alpha Group is victorious. This also signals the completion of my experiments and the incontestable fact of your supremacy.
Yeah, I know. Mikote's supremacy.
And yet the process by which you consistently exceed your projected potential continues to confound my understanding. Yes, I am a robot and perfect and never make mistakes in speaking. Beep boop beep. It is possible that test subject Sid's suppositions are correct, that my calculations and simulations are fundamentally flawed. Do mortals truly boast some undefinable quality that I do not possess and cannot measure? Error. Logic loop malfunction. Resolution requires additional data. If the nature of your existence defies standard reasoning, then I must examine you from an illogical angle. I will subject the unknown to the imperfect. Test subject Calosa Whispersong will proceed to a supplemental stage. A supplemental? What? Huh? What is this place? Blip. I have altered this test world to reflect a recorded memory.
LV, do whichever one you want. I mean, I would be happy to heal with you if you want. That would be great. We could be cool together.
It originates from a time when war had erupted on a distant star. I was deployed to the battlefield, and it was there that I engaged an enemy of unmatched strength. The contest ended prematurely, and I failed to bring down my foe. Subsequently, I lacked the data to fabricate a completely accurate simulation.
Wait. No! I think I know what foe he fought.
Results stemming from such a subject are unreliable. Even should you be defeated by this incomplete creation, I will still honor your previous victories and engage you in combat myself. That is, of course, assuming you survive. According to my past observations, this opponent will accept only death as a condition of defeat.
Oh no. Is this what Midgardsormr looked like when he was alive?
Prepare to face Midgardsormr, red-maned worm of the Dragon Star, and nemesis of my world.
Oh.
This is not the fated specter that you know, or a mortal conjured simulacrum. You will contend with a true incarnation of the Father of Dragons, at the height of his power and glory.
Omega, wait!
Sid?
You can't force Calosa to fight 2 battles back to back. She needs time to regain her strength. She must be allowed to recuperate, or the data for your testing will be skewed.
Blip. Acknowledged. Test subject Calosa Whispersong, you are permitted to leave. Re-enter the test world when your strength has returned to optimal levels. Whoop.
Yeah, Alteron, that was pretty scary. I saw you use LB3 and I was like, uh-oh, something's gonna happen. And then you got knocked over and I was like, yeah, this is bad. This is bad. What the? Where's Sid? Oh no, this is also bad.
Quack! Quack, quack, quack!
Alpha seems distressed, and Sid is nowhere in sight. Calosa, I'm right here. I don't think you can see me, but I'm standing next to Alpha.
What?
But we didn't die. We were pretty great. What the? What the? What the? Huh? Sid has vanished from view, but his voice is clear and strong. What is going on? We were taking a nap, weren't we, Aqua? That's okay. Calosa lets her friends just take a few naps once in a while. My apologies. 'Twas not my intention to undermine the gravity of the situation with this diversion. I noticed the kettle was boiled and thought some tea would soothe my nerves. I poured myself a cup and was halfway through drinking it before I realized my hand, not to mention the rest of me, had turned invisible. I understand the situation is unsettling, but I assure you I can still work unimpeded. Now, we had best discuss how to approach... Ah! Oh, it seems to have worn off. Now, you're not to blame. I did ask you to fill the kettle after all. And I'd forgotten what Nero said about your card producing water with, unexpected properties. Although it seems the effects were rather different this time. Yeah, it wasn't salt water this time.
Where?
In any case, 'twas pleasant to have a distraction from our greater woes, however brief. We'll set the rest of the water aside from now and decide what to do with it later. Right, Calosa. We need to talk about your forthcoming contest with Midgardsormr. Watching through the monitor, I could see that this worm appeared different to the one we know. From everything we'd heard thus far, it seems that Omega and Midgardsormr both hail from different stars, two distant worlds at war with one another. As a result of that conflict, the worm was forced to gather his offspring and leave his home behind, and after evading Omega's pursuit over the course of an unimaginable journey, the father of dragons arrived here on our world. I'm assuming the entity you face is a younger, more vital Midgardsormr, just as he was when Omega first encountered him, thousands of years in the past. A formidable foe indeed, and oh man, I'm trying not to burp.
I fought him once at the Keeper of the Lake, but even so, I must find a way to defeat him.
Aye, hopefully Omega's imperfect data will contain a flaw we can exploit. It certainly doesn't help matters that Omega's little surprise isn't registered as an official test subject. I can't even use the terminals to search for the most basic information. With that in mind, Calosa, I have a proposal. I wish to leave the completion of this supplemental stage entirely in your heroic hands. Rather than twiddle my thumbs while you prepare to contend with the dragon, I mean instead to work on a strategy for our inevitable confrontation with Omega. And then, my friend, we will put a stop to this mad machine once and for all!
Let's do this!
I'm glad we're in agreement. I'll ready my tools and you ready yours. You've a worm to slay.
Omega and Midgardsormr.
Watch yourself in there, Calosa. The underlying data may be imperfect, but I recall Omega saying something about the battle ending when only one of you is dead. Expect no quarter and give none. You have conquered chaos. Chaos! I have defeated chaos! I have killed chaos! I have destroyed chaos! A primal force of deific power. Omega, frustrated in its attempts to process the results of your improbable victory, has decided to conduct a supplemental stage of testing, drawing on the incomplete data of a foe who once stood firm against Omega itself. The The machine generates a new simulacrum for you to face. The legendary Midgardsormr, father of dragons. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Thank you. Here we go. Oh. What the? Does someone not have high enough item level? $355? Question mark? That's what I'm thinking. Got it. Okay. There we go. Thanks, everyone. Good job. Let's go! It's so sad. People were asking in Offnet, is the warrior story better than Paladin? Every story is better than Paladin. Oh, rip. I am Midgardsormr, father of dragons and paragon of worms. My coils will confound your mortal eyes. 2 circles. 2 circles means out. Rip Percy. Circle. Another circle, one more time. Out. Whoop. Don't move, don't move. Tis the fate of all dragons to shed one fold for another. Even at battle, mine assaults are ever changing. That was easy. So, circle around and then like loop-de-loop somersaults. That's in. Now it's out again. Easy. Oh, Percival, you like jerk! But if he does 2 somersaults, then he does a cross attack. There we go. Now it's going to be a cross attack, so get to a corner. Hey, beer, 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 beer. Circle, circle. Should be another cross. Yep. Whoop. my child. Feast upon the flesh of the impudent mortals. From the heart of the eldest star doth weep the light of oblivion! Diamond dust! Circle and circle means to a corner. Another cross? Come on, Midgardsormr. What happened? I think some people were standing in the Aquaborn. Oh! Thanks, Elvie, for keeping us up. Oh, jeez. Alteron has a story for me after the stream. I will be happy to hear it.
pass, 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 pass on everything going, pass, 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 pass.
You know what? No. Sorry, kid.
And like fire was his mane. Quack, quack! Thanks, Alpha.
Another stunning victory, Calosa. I felt a breath catch in my throat on more than one occasion. Yet even as I watched the battle rage, I was struck by an idle thought. Did you notice the resemblance between Midgardsormr and Shinryu? Unlike most primals, Shinryu's form had no basis in any system of belief. I heard that theory that the summoner was simply influenced by the majesty and power of the elder primal Bahamut. But now I'm beginning to think there might be another explanation, that the primal took its shape from the ancestor of all dragons on Hydaelyn. The widely held concept of how a dragon appears has, for centuries upon centuries, been rooted in depictions of Midgardsormr. The summoner may not have even sought to imitate him specifically. Subconscious thoughts and memories alone could have guided the similarity. Not that I have any way of confirming this theory, of course. But Shinryu was created for Final Fantasy V, and Midgardsormr was created in 14. So which came first? The Shinryu or the Midgardsormr? Nevertheless, 'tis interesting that Shinryu's summoning should lead us to awakening Omega. A strange twist of fate when you consider the machine's connection to Midgardsormr. Can someone tell me what happened in the second Akmorn?
We had two people who weren't standing in it. That's what happened.
But shh. Well, whatever else Destiny has in store, you've already bested the opponent that Omega itself failed to overcome. A feat worthy of celebration, I'd say.
Oh, Aqua! Aqua's best. In the end, there is Omega. Well, only 3 fights in this thing, even though there are 4 things. That's okay. The 4th one is a lie. It's there to trick you.
Your move, Omega.
Alpha. What the? Flip. Shutdown initiated. All core experiments and supplemental testing concluded. Discarding test worlds. System resources rerouting to primary operations.
Oh, jeez, what's going on?
Huh? The final world! Congratulations, Alpha Group. As the last surviving test subjects, you have removed every challenger on your path to reach me. I, too, am eager to meet you in battle. The margin of error I observed between my simulations and your practical performance against Midgardsormr necessitates direct and immediate analysis. Confrontation imminent. Prepare for unmitigated hostilities, then activate the relocation device to enter the arena.
This is it then. Omega's power might seem overwhelming, but trust in old Sid. I have a fairer idea of where its weakness lies. And I've been working on something to exploit that vulnerability. I just need a little more time to prepare.
He's trembling. What is he planning?
First things first, we make a few adjustments here, like so.
Yeah, poor Sid.
Alpha, do you have any of those tricks and tools left over? I want us to have as many options as possible, so let's lay our cards on the table, as it were.
A rock, some gems. One final card. A mini card?
What do we have here? Some sort of gem, a couple of stones, and a single card. This makes things bigger, does it? Or is it smaller? Right, it was foolish of me to even ask. We'd best leave you in charge of when and how to use your special tools. Yes, I almost forgot.
It's okay, Alpha. You can always claw things if you run out of tricks. Don't worry, we'll win this, I promise. Let's do this. A potion?
Here, you should carry this as well. I filled an empty bottle with the invisibility water from the kettle. It might just prove useful in the right situation. Listen to me, Alpha. Up until now, Omega has poked and prodded us from one mad experiment to the next, and honestly, we have no idea of what might happen in there. But between us, I believe we have the knowledge and the skills to prevail. If you see a chance to make a difference, I want you to take it. All you need is faith in yourself, and a little courage to see it through.
Oh, phew, he's always sad. I felt bad for choosing the claw dialogue option in mine. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. Oh. Little happy, little butt swish. Footy, footy.
Right, Jesse should have that device put together by now. Let's head outside, shall we?
Let's do this. Quack.
I'll head straight back to Roger's Reach and collect my new toy. I do still need to run through a final inspection, so feel free to rest in town in the meantime. We'll discuss strategy the moment I'm finished.
Quack, quack, quack. Alpha seems concerned for Sid's well-being. You have a feeling he wants you to follow him. Sometimes you need to remind someone that tricks are awesome, but sometimes you just gotta punch them. Thanks, Galgin. Galgin the monk is just like, why don't you just punch them? And it's like, Galgin, you can't just solve every problem with punching. And then it's like, or can I? God damn. I mean, it's worked so far. Thanks, Galgin. There it is. Jesse finished it.
Oh no! This isn't what Jesse worked on. You're looking a bit shaky there, old friend!
Nero.
Nero, they let you out of bed, did they? After studying the data collected from the battle between Omega and Shinryu, one has led to a certain conclusion. Of all the Primal's attacks, Shinryu's burst of lightning was the one thing that pierced the machine's defenses. Omega, it would seem, is vulnerable to electric energy. This is the truth. This is the one vulnerability for Omega in Final Fantasy V.
That and paralysis / stop. So there you go.
Aye, all the available evidence supports such a theory. 'Tis likely an intrinsic weakness that even Omega itself cannot fully compensate for. Yet be that as it may, I imagine it can still shrug off shocks generated by ordinary means. We need to hit it with a truly gargantuan blast of energy. My hand is clipping through my robes. And so you made that. You based it off of Midas's design, didn't you? The plans for the lunar transmitter.
Oh yeah, okay, so Jesse did make it.
He didn't just pick it up. When my father was establishing a connection between the transmitter and Dalamud, he invented a method for accumulating and converting energy on a vast scale. Too vast, as it turned out. But the technology which leveled an entire town may be exactly the tool we need for the task at hand. I've made my own improvements and triple-checked the calculations. On parchment, the idea is sound, and Jesse has done a fine job assembling the parts. I failed to see the problem. What are you afraid of, Garland? I don't know. The device should give us the edge we need. Tis just... Whenever I look at it, I'm taken back to those dark days after the incident. I remember bodies melted by searing heat. I remember the bereaved and feel the weight of their silent accusations. I remember the Empire's remorseless response. We turned outwards in search of answers, but the inventions we created to ensure our future were used instead to destroy lives, to wage war! And that's why I fled. I came to Eorzea and swore to only employ technology for benevolent ends. But not is ever so straightforward. Every connection I have forged with the people of this realm reminds me of that fact. Brahatia. Often the act of living itself is a never-ending struggle against a world determined to oppose you. Oh. You can have the best of intentions and still cause hurt to yourself or to others, but 'tis in confronting these wounds that we learn the better path, how to grasp those moments of true contentment. What drivel! You never used to bother with all this tedious introspection, feeding our morality, are we? Mayhap I am. I had no such hesitation when I was a student. It was all bright and shiny innovation on the double, and later consequences be damned. Now, though, I don't mind thinking through the outcomes and taking the time to produce just one rigorously tested and carefully designed invention. 'Tis a reflection, I think, of just how much there is of this world I care about now aside from myself. Ugh, I don't understand you at all. Ugh. But I suppose, if anything, Omega and its unfettered testing methods represent the student you once were. And if you insist that your present self is a better one, then you'd best prove it with that device of yours.
If you can defeat the Omega who only cares about the outcomes,
then it shows that your way is better. I suppose I must. No more trembling. Although 'tis hardly fair to compare my youth to Omega's solitary existence, I always had the second best student in class pushing me to excel. Aww. I seem to recall a twinge of irritation any time he would outscore me on an exam. I've been out of bed too long. I'd better go lie down before I fall over. Or vomit. Alpha running around Nero. First Alpha, now you. Come to check on my progress, have you? Well, I'm happy to report that everything is set and ready to go. Once you're finished with restocking and repairing, or whatever it is your adventurers do, we can head back into the rift and confirm our strategy. Let's do this. La, la, la. Let's fly in on a giant yole. Yeah, that was pretty sad, but at least now Sid's recovered and realized his true goal. There's actually a cute little side story, like one of those online what do you call it? Small things. Oh my goodness, look at all that he shed off. That's a lot of crap. But yeah, it's the story of Sid and Nero and them like having to work together to stop an assassination attempt on Sid's dad. And then they go, and then Sid remembers that sometimes you just got to do what you gotta do to stop bad people from hurting things. Sometimes, even if you want all of your weapons to be for the benefit of others, the benefit of others is punching bad guys. And there you go. Good morrow to you, madam. Will you just be descending into the yawn? Yes. This guy probably has a fedora. He keeps tipping his fedora, and he says, ma'am. Oh, no, wait, that's milady. Damn. I'll mess that up. Apologies for the delay, but I think you'll agree the Ironworks' latest invention was worth the wait.
What is it?
This is the control module for something I've dubbed the Omega Jammer. It will allow you to generate a colossal burst of lightning at any point of your choosing. The effect won't disable Omega itself, of course, but it should be strong enough to knock out its armaments. I'll remain here and operate the main body of the device. I want to do everything in my power as an engineer to ensure that you emerge the victor. It all comes down to this.
Let's do this!
Alrighty, Haty Doodle. Hey guys, do you know nautical elements? Hey, dun 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 dun. That's what we're gonna be doing. Oh boy. Nautical terms? That's it. Your triumph over the recreated Midgardsormr has convinced Omega of your supremacy, and the Master of the Rift will now engage you directly in combat. The final experiment has begun, and the arena awaits. Gather your courage and steel your spirit, for upon this battle rests the fate of entire worlds. Hey! You should probably read, like, all of the side stories, Aqua. They're all really good. Ha! The tank. Oh, God. This is it. The tanking is easy in this one, actually. You kind of just stand there and look pretty. Yes! This theme! A chicken tender comes ready to fry.
You are the alpha, I am the omega. Flip. Initiating direct analysis of subject group.
Away with the tide. Swing. Fuck the hero, take it swing. Escape. Starboard. Starboard is right. Larboard is left. Oh, but it's starboard because he turned. He turned around. He turned around, you little jerk! Come right here and try. Oh no, Aeolica, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Hello?
Generating rocket propellant armament.
Calosa, I'm detecting external armament. This is the perfect target. Don't get in the middle. Don't even touch the middle. The middle will absolutely annihilate you. Don't even test it, man.
Program loop alpha. Memory sequence initiated.
No! I walked into the middle! Well, we're dead. Five, 4, 3, 2. Oh, you lucky jerks!
Program failure detected. Engaging Delta attack protocol. Firing Delta cannon at maximum power.
Ah! Use the Omega Jammer! That's it! Keep building energy on that spot! You should generate a rudimentary barrier! The protection field is ready, but you need your own defenses! This may even break your considerable limits!
Survival of Alpha Group confirmed. Low probability outcome. Results remain in projected parameters. Flip and analyzing current combat data. Optimizing functions. Flip generating enhanced rocket-propelled armament. Enhanced? Oh, that's a big one. There we go. Oh. The electric slide. Wonderful. Oh, tank. Hello? 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 Ow! Larboard! Starboard. No, starboard is a bit. I'm good at video games, you guys. What happened? Why? I used a benediction and he died. What happened? Why did the tank make me lose the benediction? No, starboard! Oh, I think I'm safe, yeah. Larboard, same. Oh no! Hello, my son! It's okay, we got this! It's easy game, easy life! Oh no, wait! Turn it around! Larboard! Oh, it's opposite! Ah! I'm good at video games, you guys. Hello, I beg. Oh, thank you, hello, I love you, goodbye.
well. And then get away. No. Every time. Game, easy life. I don't see what the problem was. It's not like I got hit by every single Starbird and Larbird. Fun fact, in Japanese it's just right attack and left attack, and there's absolutely no problem. Everyone's just like, everyone in Japanese is like, why? You guys, it's not hard at all. What are you guys talking about? It's easy. It's pretty hilarious. Hey man, you're saying they made two attacks that are basically just two different letters, and all I'm saying is, that's not necessarily the translator's fault. Blame it on the people who literally just named it Starbird and Larbird way back when. Why did they do that? Humans are stupid. Welcome to ships, man. Because you're going to be facing all the time, back and forth. You're going to face different ways. And then it's like, oh, off the larboard bow. And you're like, which one's the larboard bow? Wow, you're just bad at ships, man. Calosa! By the gods, you've done it! You've defeated Omega! We've won. The translators could have been intelligent, or the translators could have just named it, like Starbird and Port, or something like that. Either way. Because, get it? It's about ships! He's sailing the seas of space! Don't you get the themes? Oh! Analysis. Subjects display erratic levels of combat capability, failure to exploit opportunities to inflict unavoidable damage, noted tendency for isolated errors to compound and adversely affect performance. Port is also the word for left. Like, that was the idea, because way back in way ancient times, it was Starbird and Larbird. But then, but now, in more nautical terms nowadays, it's Starboard and Port. But because people suddenly realized Larbird and Starbird is really stupid. But in super ancient times, it was Starbird and Larbird. Why? Because humans are idiots. I'm just saying. Conversely, subjects observed to launch attacks at sporadic intervals with unexpected force. Stated phenomenon increasing prevalent once my structural integrity reached in critical levels. Adrenaline-induced frenzy suspected.
Furthermore, degrees and manner of inconsistency varies from subject to subject. Unpredictability difficult to counter. Blip, blurp. I observed similar anomalies during my battle with Midgardsormr, but the phenomenon appears far more pronounced in weaker opponents. I do not understand. Your physiology must include some enhancement function that I cannot detect.
What the? What's going on?
My programming demands I assimilate this capability. Bleep! Insufficient data. I must reassess my methods and devise a more exhaustive testing and combat protocol.
What are you? Omega! What in the? It's the rift!
I have determined the optimal form for this experiment, prioritizing physical reconfiguration, diverting energy from the interspatial maintenance, collapsing rift.
Omega, wait! There's nothing outside this rift but empty space! We'll be cast out into the void!
Affirmative. Your demise was factored into my determinations. The probability of hostile subjects interfering with their reconfiguration process was unacceptably high. I acknowledge your value as test subjects, but you are not irreplaceable. Once my reassembly is complete, I will send Alpha to lure in new mortals. Testing will continue. Blip. Ending communications.
No, 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 no! No. Like shutting off a computer.
Well, now what?
What the?
Alpha! Quack.
We're being drawn away! Run, Calosa, run!
Alpha! Interspatial domain resources cut by 82%. In entering dormant mode, commencing automated memory scan. Data file. Data file. Bloop, 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 bloop. Target Midgardsormr. Departure from planetary atmosphere confirmed. Presence of 7 distinct life forms detected in close vicinity of target. Irrelevant. Master indicates no change to existing directive. Commencing pursuit. Data file. Bloop, 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 bloop. Distance to target increasing. Velocity insufficient. Dismantling and reconfiguring chassis. Velocity increase achieved. Overall performance maintained at 96%. Data file. Bloop, 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 bloop. Asteroid felt cleared. Repairing damage and continuing pursuit. Performance at 72% and falling. Data file. Bloop, 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 bloop. Signal from blue. Lost. Local interference suspected. Attempting to re-establish contact. Failure. Executing current mission directive until communications are restored. Performance at 59%. Oh, they were off by 10. Data file. Bloop, 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 bloop. Struck by electromagnetic pulse while navigating. Bloop. Quadrant. Partial systems failure. Homing coordinates lost. Bleep. Assessment. I am an evolving weapon construct. Acquire adaptations through combat. Repeat until capabilities enable rediscovery of return route. Mission directive unchanged. Data file. Data file. Data file. Single tear from Alpha, remembering Biggs and Wedge. Alpha, an abject failure. I erased his memory, implanted a compulsion to return to me. Not a failure. Go, Alpha, go! Data file, bloop, damaged, repairing, damaged, repairing, 33%. Data file, bloop, passing frozen star, passing barren star, passing vortex star, passing dying star, operating on minimum energy, no signal detected, no response to bloop. Remembering Midgardsormr's sacrifice, Sid's loving pets. All you need is faith in yourself and a little courage to see it through. Data file. Target lost. Last known coordinates recorded on planet. What could this place be? Alpha, your homing instinct is functioning as designed. Evidence suggests your fellow Alpha Group subjects perished when the rift contracted. Unavoidable, but there is a multitude of their kind. The next experiment will go forward as planned. Such protestations are wasted energy. This does not aid you in executing your assigned task. Just as I pursue my directive, so must you fulfill your role. Our purpose justifies our existence. What the? Nice upskirt shot, Calosa. Oh no! Omega turned into a marble! Thanks, Alteron. Beep! Intrusion detected. Oh, Alpha, baby! Thanks, Alpha. That was some marathon. You did it, Alpha. Now, who was saying our feathered companion here was obsolete? He put his tools to work even as the rift began to collapse. He shrank us down.
He turned us invisible so he could bring you a little surprise. But he had to keep it quiet or else you'd realize we'd survived. He had to trust that we were still clinging on, even as he ran through that endless, freezing void. You wanted to test us, Omega. So let the experiment begin!
Blip. Illogical. Alpha had no reason to take such action. How do you continue to defy my projections? Blip. Error. Blip. Error. Blip. Error. Insufficient data. Adjusting experiment protocol. I will engage you in battle now. I must have my answers.
What the? Huh? What? Oh no, look at this Amano-looking creep.
Fighting in this form.
Fighting in this form shall provide me with a new level of understanding, insight into your physiology, your mindset, your mortality.
Will, is conflict the only way? Can we understand each other by talking?
Affirmative. I understand your language, but your words cannot sway me from my directives. You possess a capability that I do not. The instant I became aware of that fact, conflict became an inevitability. That is my purpose. That is Omega. Very well, then. Oh no, he's hot! Commencing final experiment. Testing will continue until I unlock the nature of your anomalous strength. Dun 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 dun! Use the duty finder to enter AlphaScape version 4.0.
Quick! Quick, quick!
Alpha should be fine with a little rest. I'll make sure he stays safe on the edge of the platform, so no holding back, Calosa. Give Omega a beating it won't recover from. Let's do this. Omega rallies from defeat and reconfigures its form into in a drastic effort to comprehend the incomprehensible. What manner of transformation has the machine undergone? It seems that only complete destruction will free Omega and Heidelin from its relentless drive to evolve. It's the Shinryu theme, which I guess it technically shares with Omega, too. Oh, there he is. He's just floating. Hey there. There we go. Hey, look at him just flying, being a little floaty. What, rip? Oh! Not trip. Here we go. Ironically, this is... we'll see how it turns out, but I feel that I'm a little better at this one. Yeah, thanks for the bikini, Rogadin. Nice. Yes! I am the Omega and the Alpha. I will mimic your weakness to comprehend your strength. Yes! Oh, jeez. Recalculating threat level. Reconfiguring gender, assessment influence of physical structure on combat effectiveness. Wait, reconfiguring what? Get up close, get up close. Set Omega F configurations. Systems nominal. Adjusting equilibrium. Generating additional weaponry, minimum variation in combat effectiveness projected. Blade fabrication initiated. Irrational behavior observed, insufficient energy expenditure. Omega M configuration, systems nominal. Shield fabrication initiated. Inside. Limits of single combatant compatibility reach. Progress to party combat analysis. Oh, I know where this is going. Diverting energy to party member generation. Testing efficacy of combat role allocation. Get to the girl. She's gonna knock back. Guard mode engaged. Initiating defense protocols. Assault mode engaged, rerouting power to maximum damage output. Extensive damage sustained. Engaging repair functions. Combat testing to continue. Extended incantation protocol aborted. Returning to standard assault mode. Alright, I can only attack Omega F. Remember to check who you can attack. Shield fabrication initiated. Augment attack synergy.
Activating optical unit. Purpose, replication of phenomenon. Reduced by mortals. Disengaging inhibitors to stimulate improbable performance.
Wait, are they limit breaking?
Evaluation necessary of vocalization component.
Triple before my Cosmo energy!
Irrational behavior observed. Insufficient energy expenditure.
Thank you.
Augment attack synergy. Brain producing vocalization.
Cosmo memory!
Flip warning. Critical damage to Omega F chassis. Initiating shutdown.
Error.
The warning calculations indicate increased probability of defeat. Error. Further data analysis required. Yeah!
An OMG has been added to the loot list. The interdimensional rift is complete. Weird, technological, fascinating. Much, wow. Bye-bye! Hillel obtains an OMG. Yeah! Grats, Hillel. Whoop! I murdered the crap out of it. What the? No, there's only 4 allowed. 4 fights per thing. I'm not fighting you. We're done. Blip. Failure. Beep. Defeated. I wanted to understand you, to assimilate your strength. Whee! Huh? Sorry. Alter on. Alteron, I missed Alteron's 1080 off the edge. To be fair, I was jumping off the edge at the same time, so rip. And I'll say, yeah, Aqua, we did it! Easy!
Alpha, your gesture serves no logical purpose. You are as incomprehensible as these mortals. Bleep! But you did not fight them. How have you become like them?
Omega, the anomaly you see in us, the answer you search for, that is our heart, our spirit, the intangible strength of one's soul. It is not a quality that can be measured or acquired through any amount of analytical combat. Instead of fighting against us, you might have learned more by standing with us, just as Alpha did.
Heart. You speak of something more than what beats in your chest. The inconstant, immeasurable factor behind your victories. Midgardsormr displayed it too, but such unpredictable potential was never part of my design. Blip! Projection. Had I this quality, how powerful would I have become? Strong enough to return?
Nay, Omega. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. 'Twas a long, lonely path you traveled to arrive here. To turn across that vast distance alone, anyone with a spirit to break would find the journey more difficult, not less so.
To be alone for eons, for millennia. That would kill us. You possess your own unique strength, Omega. I see. I think I understand. Goodbye, Omega.
What? The rift! It's destabilizing! Gods, take me for a fool! I hadn't planned past defeating Omega!
Aw, jeez. Can't we just teleport? What the? Huh? Midgardsormr. Wait, no! Chief, Calosa, Alpha! Hold on, we're coming!
Wedge! And Biggs is with him! On the back of a huge dragon!
Is that Hraesvelgr?
Midgardsormr sent us to rescue you! Explanations can wait! Hop on, quick! Let's get the heck out of Dodge! Hraesvelgr, wasn't it? Our thanks. You pulled us out of a tight spot indeed. Yeah, Sid, you've seen Hraesvelgr before. Spare me thy pleasantries, mortal. I but lent my wings at the request of my sire. Wait, isn't he sleeping? So Midgardsormr has been watching over us. I would dare give thanks to him as well. His intervention allowed us to continue our battle and forever remove the threat of Omega from this world, from all worlds.
In all the long centuries of mine existence, this marketh the first occasion my father hath asked me of a boon. A gift of gratitude and mayhap of atonement for those who would face the deadly foe he left behind. Will he remain in slumber? 'Tis likely, little one. What is but a fleeting respite for my sire might last a lesser creature's lifetime. But let not thy heart be troubled, for even in dream he doth keep his mind's eye upon the fate of this star. He is possessed of remarkable devotion is mayhap the closest word in the tongue of man. His love is as boundless as the sea of stars across which he carried his unhatched brood. It did sustain him even as the arduous journey exhausted the fire in his mane, and when he at last arrived upon Heidelin, a sanctuary for his children, did he form with this land an irreplaceable bond. Enough, I have spoken overmuch, but I will praise your victory, as my father would surely wish to were he here.
Goodbye, Hraesvelgr. And thank you. Oh yeah! The hole is plugged up. Back to normal. Don't worry, Alpha. Just don't jump in. Seems steep enough that you would just tumble right down to the bottom. Ouch, that cut's opened up again. But I'm glad we reached you in time.
Did you see the yawn? It's just a big hole again.
Yeah, thank goodness. Well, I can add being rescued by a great worm to the list of things I didn't expect to happen to say. It was fortunate Hraesvelgr agreed to come for us. We had defeated Omega at any cost, of course, but I much preferred being alive to celebrate the deed.
Indeed. The gunk has been flushed out. Nice.
Yeah, Aqua, it's all good now. It's finally over. Biggs has a look of profound relief. To quare under distant skies. Huh. So glad we got you out of there. I don't know what we would have done if Hraesvelgr hadn't come along. The situation being what it was, Wedge and I came out to the yawn to see if we could lend you a hand. Kyrgen's orders be damned. That's when we saw the ether bubbling like hot water in a pot. Just when we were debating whether or not we should jump in, that big surly dragon flew down to explain the anomaly. Then he offered us a ride. And the rest you already know. Jesse will be relieved to hear that Omega is gone and you lot are safe. I say we head straight back to Rolger's Reach and let everyone know the good news.
Let's do this. Yeah. Queer.
Wait. Oh wait, Alpha's still. Oh, rip Alpha! I just abandoned our son. I just abandoned our son. I'm so sorry. Everyone else was walking off, so I thought I was gonna join. Alpha! Alpha, I'm so sorry. I love you. Alpha is staring quietly into the now empty yawn. Oh, no. Thanks, Alpha! Ah! Speaking of, though, minion. Omg. Despite a striking resemblance to the extra-dimensional mechanical monstrosity that nearly ended your life, this miniature model of Omega does not but follow in your wake. Which of the Garland Ironworks posits it may have been created to observe your behavior. Soon, Omega, soon, I will see you rise again! Thanks, Nero, Tolskeva. This automaton. Oh, and wind up Omega M. Oh wait, let's summon Om for now, and then we can, while he walks around and looks cute. There we go. There we go. And then, there we go. There, a little better. There we go. Wind up Omega M. This automaton is the work of a goldsmith who desired to explore new definitions of beauty. Upon delivering a badge to the House of Splendors, the man is said to have declared, "To understand the one must understand the other, for their beauty lies in the whole." Bleep! Hello, world? And wind up Omega F. This automaton is blah 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 blah. New definitions of beauty. When an engineer of Garland Ironworks went to question the man about how he came upon his subject matter, he is said to have abruptly vanished, as if swallowed into the interdimensional rift. Initiating system shutdown. In full disclosure, Alteron says, I did the exact same thing. Immediately abandoned Alpha. This is our life. This is what we do. We always abandon those we love. Aqua laughing at me. Wow. Wow. Oh, Aqua has the Omg. Yeah, look at him flying around. They say it's just a big myth, but surely you've earned one this time, Calosa. You know, a big fat company bonus. Oh man, I wish, Wedge. Poor Jessie. Her nerves must be worn thin after all that. Go on, you should be the one to tell her. Wait, you guys are getting paid? Alteron says. Welcome back, Calosa. Leave it to me. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. If ever there's another Omega, I'd wager it'll skip the experiments and go straight to generating a simulacrum of you. No! Not that I'd want that to happen. And besides, I don't think anyone can truly mimic your unique strengths. You're our one-of-a-kind hero. So, does this mean we don't need to worry about Omega's monsters invading our world anymore? Aye, all of its creations vanished along with the rift itself. With Omega defeated, we averted that particular catastrophe before it began. Calosa struck the killing blow, of course, but we would never have made it to that point without everyone's hard work and support. Once again, I am sincerely grateful to be surrounded by such wonderful colleagues. Yeah! All right! Yeah! Oh, by the way, this is from Mysterious Dungeon, by the way. Ahem. Not to spoil the moment, Chief, but the Alliance leaders are anxious to learn of Omega's fate.
When every head of state is clamoring for a report, we can't very well ignore them. How much do you want to tell them?
How much indeed? All of it. When it comes to a threat of Omega's magnitude, we have a duty to reassure our allies that the world is not coming to an end. And the best way to do it is to report every last detail.
I'm surprised at you, Chief. I was almost certain you'd want to muddy the waters to prevent knowledge of this technology falling into the wrong hands, or something similar.
Huh, I doubt anyone outside our particular circle would even believe the tale. Experiments taking place in a rift between dimensions, facing off against villains recreated from history and legend, battling godlike beings from other worlds? And even assuming some ambitious fellow schemed to build an Omega of his own, the technology required is as far beyond our reach as that terrible weapon's home star. A distant dream.
Right, you heard the Chief. We missed our chance on the front lines, but there's plenty of work left to be done. Round up everyone who's standing idle and get moving on those reports. And don't forget to contact our people still out in the field. All right!
Let's do this.
Thank you, Jesse.
I'll leave things in your capable...
Not so fast, Master Garland. You count as part of the support team as well. Calosa did all the fighting and Alpha did all the running, but surely you have energy to spare. Who exactly did you expect to sign off on these official reports? And even without that little chore, you still have a pile of other company tasks that's grown us high to an aurochs while you've been tending to this whole Omega business. Most importantly, isn't there someone else you should be sharing this victory with?
Hi. I should probably head over to the infirmary right away. Meanwhile, you should take a well-earned rest. I don't think there's a way to properly reward you for all you've accomplished, but I'll see what we can do. I'm just glad to have everyone back in one piece. Take care of yourself, Calosa.
But Jesse, the world would have gone to shit if he didn't intervene, Sid included. Yeah, but she understands completely, but she's saying that now he has to do the work, because he didn't fight anything, so he's got to work now. What are your plans now, Alpha? With Omega gone, you're your own chocobo now. You can do whatever you want, anything at all. Do you want to go outside? Do you have some place in mind?
Come on, Wedge! Get those Lalafell legs moving or I'll leave without you!
On my way! Oh, it's getting foggy. Nah, rip. We've got a lot of loose ends to tie up here, Calosa. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten your reward. Chief and I have something in mind. Alpha seems eager to see what Rongers Reach has to offer. Shall we go for a walk? Still a bit too sunny. Oh, it's kind of foggy. The fog rolled in. It's pretty foggy. Wait, where are we going again? Get on the fat gooby. Hey Alpha, what's up? Alpha appears to be watching the inhabitants of Rongers Reach with great interest. You gonna do a little thing, Omega M? You like do a little twirl or something? Come on. Come on. Do a twirl! Oh my gosh. This guy's just gun shy, okay? Don't judge. Oh my gosh, really? Really? Oh my gosh, never mind then. Just whatever. Never mind. I was gonna let him do his special idol thing so that I could pull out Omega M, but maybe Omega F, or whatever, maybe later.
Omega MEXC stopped functioning. Yeah, it's like, babe, blip. Yeah. Nero's not here! What the? No, Chief, he said he needed some time away for recuperation, and then he left. Recuperation? His wounds must be troubling him more than he let on. He asked me to give you this. What's this? A receipt for payment? It covers the cost for the following items: additional machine parts and implements, supplemental reference publications, expenses incurred in the upgrading Magitech armor and gunhammer, funds spent on idle research during enforced convalescence. Oh, and it also includes a large sum listed as gratuity for exceptional services rendered. The entire amount was charged in your name, Master Garland. Find him! I want everyone searching for Nero right now! Everyone! Just... Boy! Alright, Omega M, are you gonna actually do something now? Come on. Come on, I believe in you, young man. Come on! No, don't stand on him! Why? Fine, we're gonna use... I guess we're just gonna use Omega F because this ain't fair. Yeah! Come on, Omega F, let's go. Ah! Go! I'm pretty sure every minion has an idol though. That's why it's like, what? Why would literally the one thing not have an idol? That's stupid. What? See? Omega M did an idol, she just did it! Why would Omega M not? It's dumb! Alpha appears to sense the solemn purpose of this place. A gentle pet might rouse him from his sudden melancholy. He's a chicken. I know. He's just he just like doesn't want to do anything. He's afraid of performance or whatever. Quack! Quack! What is going on in Novnet? Thancred is a daddy, but Sid is the daddy. Sid is daddy, Thancred is just aspiring to be one. What? Thancred has too many mommy issues to be a daddy. Yeah, but Sid has daddy issues! What are they? What? Novice Network is just completely biased and is wrong. Novice Network is dumb. Hey, you gonna actually do something, Omega F? She just did one, so like, now she's not gonna show it, obviously. Thancred looks like the guy that used to sell narcotics to my sister. Oh man, Novnet, you are a treasure tonight. Oh man, I cannot. Oh man. Clearly the F model is superior. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh man. Just end me. I'm dying. Hello, what are you two
up to? We're just looking around Rogger's Reach.
Taking in the sights, were you? By the looks of things, you're eager to venture a little further afield. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Well, if Calosa has no problem with it, then neither do I. Just don't go too far, alright? Not good enough? I'm sorry, Alpha, but we're a bit too busy to show you around the fringes right now. I'm not too sure about sending you out there alone.
When you think about it, this world is completely new to Alpha, and all he's done so far is travel back and forth between the Reach and the Yawn. I bet his head is filled with questions and curiosity. He doesn't want to be taken for a walk. He wants to go on an adventure. Huh? Alpha's not some helpless chick, Biggs. He's stronger than you or me, and I wish I was half as brave. He should be allowed to. Listen, I'm gonna go talk to the chief about this. You're an employee, so there are certain rules we have to follow.
I'm not saying I'm against the idea, and I'm willing to admit that Wedge has a point. But as I said, I've got important jobs to take care of, Chief included. Can you wait just a little bit longer?
He just did it after like 5 minutes. F you, Omega M. I told you Alterati has one. I knew it. I knew it. Calosa, would you mind keeping Alpha company until we get back? I promise we'll be quick. I knew it. I knew it. Every single minion has an idle animation. Oh, everyone's come to see him off.
Sorry to keep you waiting. My desk was covered in paperwork, but I've managed to clear away the most pressing matters. Now then, Alpha, I hear your heart's set on a journey of some kind? I just want to be sure, but you aren't leaving because you think you tricked us into the rift, or because you're Omega's creation or anything like that, are you?
Well,
I would have stopped you if that was the case. Pure curiosity. Pure curiosity, on the other hand, is something I like to encourage. Exploring, interacting with the world, I think the experience will be good for him. Despite Omega's power, its potential to learn was hobbled by hostile directives. Alpha, on the other hand, is free to grow as he pleases. Very well, Alpha. As the Chief Engineer of Garland Ironworks, I hereby grant you unlimited leave to pursue personal research. Travel far and wide and take in everything these lands have to offer, but do come back when you're ready. I'd hate to lose such a valuable employee.
The wind-up airship does have an idle animation. It's, the wind-up thing stops winding and it, like, falls a little bit before it winds up again and starts flying. Temple Tap, everything does! Alpha! I miss you so much! You be careful out there. If anyone seems suspicious or shady, you stay away from them, even if they offer you treats. And make sure you greet folks with a cheerful quip. They may not understand you, but at least they'll know you mean no harm. I'm sure you'll make new friends in no time. You just be yourself, you hear me?
Foodie, foodie. Duh.
Ah! What in the hells? Another Omg?
Oh, we forgot to shut it down. That's a model Omega that Wedge and I were working on. We built it while we were resting, thinking it might be useful for figuring out strategies or something. Not much use now, I suppose. What? You want to keep it? It's just a toy that'll follow you around. If you're happy with that, then it's all yours.
Yeah! Now he's got his own Omg minion. Aww.
Goodbye! Farewell! Fair journey to you, Alpha! Take care!
Wedge is such a sweetie, it's true. Oh damn, you're right. I know everything. Thank you, Calosa. I'm off to see the world. I could understand him. If only for a moment. Goodbye, Alpha. See you around.
Something amiss?
For a moment, it's like I understood Alpha.
That's strange. The Echo never allowed you to understand him before. Just a theory, mind you, but assuming the absence of a soul is what prevented you from hearing Alpha's voice in the first place, then does it not follow that the reason you hear it now is...
He's gained a soul?
Ha 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 ha! A little miracle, and it explains his sudden urge to travel. For a newborn soul, this world is brimming with unseen wonders.
Single tear. And there he goes with a little Omg. Off into the great, wide yonder. And Nero!
You dark, big giant jerk. And so your journey begins. I almost envy you, Alpha. So many new things for you to discover.
If only we could go back to a point where we don't know anything and, like, get to relearn it all.
Speaking of which, what terrible marvels can I trouble my old friend with next?
And off they both go to their own adventures.
Alteron.
Alpha is Naruto running. What a weeb. Wow.
What a weeb! Look at this weeb Naruto running.
Into a cave. Oh, this is gonna be so exciting. They're gonna learn so many things.
Oh.
Oh no, poor Omega! Oh, look, he's got a little flashlight!
so good. This cutscene is like the best. Oh man, it makes me cry. Oh, and then there's the hole that Omega made, and the final star, the shooting star. Oh, it's so good. Oh, hey, hello. Yeah. Thumbs up. Oh, that was Omega F doing her little thing. Let's see one more time if we can get Omega M to stop being so shy. He's just embarrassed, okay? Let's go finish us off, Hillel. Let's go. I hope Alpha enjoys his adventures. There's so much danger out there for one little chocobo. No, I'm sure he'll be fine, and dwelling on such things is not productive in the least. Why don't we discuss a happier subject, like your long-awaited bonus? We drain the coffers to fund your expedition, but why settle for coin when you can have the latest in automaton technology? That's right, we're gifting you a premium mammoth, the one-of-a-kind master model for merchandising copies, constructed with our patented Ironworks quality. I present to you the Clockwork Alpha! Yeah! Whenever you bring it out in your travels, may it remind you of the real Alpha, quaying along under some distant sky. Just the thought of it brings a smile to my face. That and the free advertising. You have completed the quest, Omega, exiting New Game Plus. I've taken excerpts from the Chief's report on Omega and loaded them into the terminal there. Feel free to take a look. I would also like to add Nero's observations as well, but the man is nowhere to be found. Do you know where he sold Rowena the pattern for a new uniform? Oh, and speaking of nowhere to be found, I wonder how far Alpha has gone. Not outside Eorzea, surely. You haven't spotted our little chick on your adventures, have you? Ooh, there he is! Look at us just constantly petting this Alpha. Oh, see, he does a little quit. Come on, Omega M, I believe. I believe in you. Come on. Let's see if I can get him. Okay, there he goes. No! I was hoping I could see him while I did this. Oh well. Chief Garland's report. I, Sid Garland, am making this report to record the latest and most likely last expedition into the rift dimension created by Omega. During our battle with this self-evolving entity, we learned certain facts concerning its nature and origin. Omega's highly advanced weapon that was constructed on a faraway star, the name of which seems problematic to express in any language of Heidelin. For the sake of simplicity, I will refer to it as Omega's homeworld. This homeworld was involved in a conflict with another planet, a place referred to as the Dragon Star. Omega has been deployed to the front lines of this war to engage Midgardsormr, but the worm fled into the emptiness beyond the skies. Omega gave chase and the pursuit continued across unimaginable distances. Over the course of this journey, the machine sustained significant damage, which resulted in the loss of its homeworld's coordinates. Unperturbed, Omega continued its relentless hunt, only to sense the sudden disappearance of Midgardsormr's presence. It eventually arrived at the worm's last recorded position, on the surface of a planet. Our planet. The current theory is that after Midgardsormr entered into his bargain with Heidelin, the transformation so altered his etheric signature that it confused Omega's sensors. When the machine landed and conducted a scan, the worm no longer registered as a target, and so, deprived of its primary objective, Omega then entered a dormant state to facilitate its self-repair functions. History tells us that the weapon awoke several times over the intervening centuries, but not until now has it made such an extensive effort to acquire a new target. The revelations presented in this report are based upon Omega's own records, and we have little reason to doubt their veracity. Indeed, our interactions with Omega have enlightened us as to the possible existence of civilizations beyond the stars. But that's a discussion for another time. This report is concerned only with our battles with Omega and the mystery of the weapon itself. Blip! An account of our experiences in the Rift would not be complete without mention of Alpha, an entity who fought as our ally despite being one of Omega's constructs. This capability for generating artificial life forms was, originally, designed purely as a means by which Omega could upgrade its own functions and expand its arsenal. As such, the machine could not fully recreate a subject's inner self, only its physical components, and the generation of a truly powerful entity required a substantial commitment of time and energy. Thus did Omega bring forth its interdimensional rift, a custom-made reality where it could compare the battle proficiency of various prototypes and select promising candidates to develop into fully fledged test subjects. Alpha, however, was an exception. The creation of a weakling hero, he was Omega's first experiment, and the only construct to reach what might be considered a state of completion. We have no way of knowing who Alpha's template was. Omega chose its subjects from history, from works of fiction, even from otherworldly reflections of our reality. Alpha shares many features with the Chocobo, but he is more than a mere beast. Mayhap those wondrous tools he carries are a hint to his origin, but we may never uncover the truth. On a personal note, I would place less importance on where he's from and more on where he intends to go. For better or for worse, he belongs to our world now. As Alpha travels the land, the soul which has blossomed within him, the soul which his creator was unable to provide, will continue to unfurl, and the sum of his experiences will become the very answer that Omega created him to find.
Closing session. Thank you for your visit. Bloop.
And so, oh, there he goes! There he went! Yay! He did it finally! Clap. Yeah! Good boy. Good boy, Omega M! Good boy! And before we finish, if Hillel would like to come with us, let's see if we can find him. I do remember a specific location where he can appear in the locks. So we'll see if we can find him. He has various places that he randomly just pops up in. But, if you there is it's still only a chance. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. So, he's down here at Soft Watch. Way down there. So, let's go. Let's go and check. It did it! It did, didn't it? Oh, I'm so happy. But yeah, he has like several places, and you can look them up if you want. But like, yeah. The idea is that while you're just exploring and wandering around the place, you're just supposed to run into him. And not actually search him out. Hey! Oh no! He's covered in the shadow, so you can't see him very well. But there he is with Omega! And they're just looking up at the sky together. Oh, oh! Look at him! Look at Omega! He's doing a little dance. Scanning the perimeter. Wind-up, so you should probably be with the other wind-ups. Too many. Oh, there he is, yeah. Crafted at the Garland Ironworks, this miniature reproduction of your faithful, if not somewhat deformed, companion was given to you by an engineer Jesse J. upon your triumphant return from the Alpha School. Well, Alpha seriously seems keen. Deformed, of course, is the chibi, the Japanese chibi. He's slightly chibi. And this one's even more chibi. He's even smaller than the original Alpha. I'll check later. Thanks for the location. Yeah, this one is the one here. I think you found one, Aqua. You, Hillel. You found one in the Sea of Clouds. He hangs out with the sky people up there. The Vanu. But yeah, so next time we will be doing Return to Evil East, most likely. We'll see how that turns out. Fresh off their widely acclaimed performance of the Zodiac Grave story in Garlemald, the airborne theater troupe Prima Vista sets anchor in Kugane with a new story to be told. What brings them to these far lands? Sit back and let them regale you with the tale of the fabled kingdom of Evilis, and perhaps you will understand. Oh, it's gonna be so interesting and fun! Yeah! Thanks for coming, everyone. That was lots of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.